Hey guys, what's going on? It's been a little while since I've been on. Wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. Um, at the end of this month, I will have been here at CRST for a year now. I've been wanting to do videos, and I've just been slightly depressed, I guess you can say. It hasn't been anything with the company or myself, or well, I guess a little bit with the company. I haven't been extremely happy. I'm happy with the company itself. I know this can get a little confusing. The freight, for me personally, is a little unsatisfying. I believe I mentioned it in the one video when I was talking about the company. Up in my area, excuse me, up in my area, there isn't very much freight. I should say hasn't been much freight up there. It has been picking up a little bit, and I think a lot of it had to do with the winter, and we just had a really crappy, really crappy end of the year. Sorry. But everything is starting to pick up now, and it's starting to change around a little bit. I always got the money to pay my bills and to keep home satisfied. I'm not gonna say that I'm keeping home happy. I'm keeping food on the table and keeping my bills paid, and we can splurge a little bit here and there, but my wife and kids aren't dissatisfied. It's just, I'm dissatisfied because I want to be able to do more for them, which I can. Like I said, some of it's the freight, and some of it is just me. A lot of it is me, too. Being picky, not taking things that I don't want to take, or just purely being lazy. I actually wrote down some numbers so I can help some of the guys out there that are curious about the company and whatnot. Now these numbers I am not happy with. I am actually consider it unacceptable, and most of it's 98% of it's me, and then a little bit, the 1% is freight, and then the other 1% would be shit happens. And I did get a new truck, so I was down for about a week, which wasn't bad, but it kind of screwed me up for a couple weeks, just because I was trying to get to the shop to get the truck, and then trying to get it out of I got out of the shop a day late, so it didn't, that trip that when I took the trip that I took out of the shop didn't make payroll, so that screwed me off for that week. And anyway, some of the numbers I went back from today, which today is May 1st. Today's May 1st. So I went back 13 weeks from Friday the 29th, and for a total throughout my 13 weeks, I made $7,435.72. I did 18,859 miles, which is an average of 39 cents per mile to me. $571 a week, and $2,478 per month. Like I said, it's unacceptable. I have been keeping everything happy at home, and my bills are paid on the truck. This past week, which would have brought that up a little bit better, I didn't leave the house until Thursday. I picked up Thursday. delivered Friday, picked up this load Friday out of Columbus, and I'm delivering it tomorrow, Monday. Because I didn't leave until then, I only had 2 trips on for this week, which put me with a negative paycheck on 922 miles, which my bills went up $100, so I'm paying about $850 a week now. And my negative was $24 or something like that, which isn't a big deal. I mean, I ended up having a little extra home time, took a little extra home time, and my main reason's been, I had to do a dentist, and then I voted on Tuesday, and then Wednesday I just took off, and Thursday I finally said, screw it, let's go back to work. Like I said, a lot of it's been my laziness, which I think a lot of us have our moments that we can attest to being so. Those are some of the numbers. I'm going to end up trying to do a small video. I don't want it to obtain a lot of the details for our load board. So I'm going to try to put some of that, a video out of that, depending on if I can get certain information blocked on it. I don't want to just put it out there for anybody to see, such as contact name, phone numbers, stuff like that. But I also want it to be about, a week or so old, so that nobody can really track it down to figure out what it is. So basically to cover my ass, and this way I'm not getting in trouble for it. I have talked to a bunch of drivers, or a bunch of drivers have mentioned to me or contacted me saying, that they were looking to join and trying to get extra information. And my main reason for doing this is trying to help you guys out, and I know there's not a lot of information on Malone, so I'm just trying to give the best that I can give. And I know I talked to, or had a lot of drivers mention, talking to me, saying that they saw me on YouTube, and that they were, I was part of the reason why they joined, and I really appreciate that. And oh, that's that too. I wanted to mention all these numbers on here. This is all stuff that I did. This doesn't count any referral bonuses or anything like that. Not to say I wouldn't count them in, I just haven't gotten any referral bonuses, which is fine. Like I said, I want to do this to help you guys out, and or whoever's interested in coming over, if anybody's interested in coming over. I just want to put some information out there to help you guys out. Other than that, everything's been going pretty good. As far as me saying, that there's with the freight up where I live, which is northeast Pennsylvania, up by Scranton, I have a pretty big family, and I like being home a lot to see them. With all the companies I've been with, I've normally been home, every weekend. And there is some things that I can do. Like I could dedicate myself to the one person and probably haul lumber all the time, but it's kind of choose one or the other type thing. And I like hauling different stuff. I can't do the same things over and over and again, no matter what the money is. I just, the consistency just drives me nuts. I can do it for maybe a week or two, which is actually what I was doing when I left U.S. Express. I was running from southern Pennsylvania over to Ohio, running about 100 miles north in Ohio from where I delivered, picked up there, and then ran back to northern Pennsylvania, or vice versa, northern Pennsylvania out to Ohio, Ohio, back out to southern Pennsylvania. Sometimes I'd run out to Jersey, and then back up to northern Pennsylvania, and I would do that twice a week, and then go home for the weekend, do that twice and I just kept doing that. I think I did it for 3 months, and then I just got burnt out on it, and by the time that happened, I was ready to come over here anyway, which originally was 2 seatbelt tickets that were stopping me from 3 years ago at the time. But it's just that repetitiveness, something like that, that I can't stand. I hate doing the same thing over and over again. So I like to try to grab a couple things coming over to Ohio, or even out here right now. I'm in Wisconsin. I'm getting ready to deliver up in Minnesota. It's about an hour away. And then run back over to Ohio, maybe run a couple things over there, and then run something over to Pennsylvania, drop and go home. My last few weeks I've been trying to deal with dentist appointments and get my teeth fixed and stuff, so that's kind of dragging me down too. Every other week I'm trying to go home for 3 days instead of going home empty, instead of taking a load to the house, and that's hurting me. But at the same time, I've been trying to get my health up and get myself back into shape to where I'm feeling better all the time. My teeth were bothering me for quite a while, and the other thing I haven't put out there, I quit smoking again. I did that back in September. Actually, it was my daughter's birthday, September 11th. I quit cold turkey. Technically, I quit smoking like 10 o'clock at night on the 11th. So day one was the 12th. But I quit cold turkey, haven't touched one ever since, and I've been doing really good. I have my mood swings here and there, but it's definitely been a benefactor to my mood and how I've felt, including being lazy. Anyway, that's all I can think of at the moment. I'll try to, matter of fact, I'll add a picture of my numbers here. You're going to see where I made $0 for the week, and I did 922 miles, which is the last paycheck that I was referring to. Put me at a negative $24 or something like that. I didn't write that down just because the following weeks they're taking out of those numbers. For instance, 325, I did 1,386 miles, and my pay to me was $0. I had a deficient balance. It was probably like $400 or something like that. I didn't add that in only because the following week I made $1,195. That included that deficient amount, was already taken out, so that was back on top. I mean, it's pretty much common sense, but just for those that don't understand the way I wrote it down, that's why I didn't include those, and I only included the per mile as a 0. So anyway, I'll throw that picture at the end, and let me know what you guys any other information you guys are looking for, and I'll try to shoot another video. Until then, take care and stay safe. See you later.